Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. We have a new book out by, who is this by? Was this another, oh my, I'm starting out great. Yes, I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. Another book by Bright Ideas Paper Publishing under the name of Jennifer Rowling. This one is Mosaics Color by Number 70 plus cartoon characters. Couldn't wait to get my hands on this book. You can see I colored a few from this book. We have the front cover. We have the back cover with some images from inside the book. Aren't they cute? I love this one. This book contains 70 colorful pages of cartoon characters, color by number, large size, 8.5 by 11, high quality paper. I think it's just Amazon paper. Yeah. Creativity and funny, 26 different colors. Very unique and exciting as well as relaxing. So there is a 26 color palette. Let's have a look. We have our nameplate page. We have the color palette over here. Now, this is my first issue with this book. I have a few issues. Maybe some of it is my particular book, if it was misprinted or I'm not sure. The first thing is there is no colored version of their color palette if you want to truly match up your colors to what they want. But yet on the other hand, you know, you typically, a lot of times, you're just going to pick out, now for instance, the greens. You have a lime green, so you know that's going to be a bright green. But then you have a medium, a regular green, and a dark green. So you want 4 shades of green, right? We have like a red and a dark red. For the browns, we have a light brown, a medium brown, and a brown. Light gray and a gray. So, you know, a light blue, aqua blue, and dark blue, indigo blue. A lot of blues. But again, you're just going to pick different shades from light to dark. So I guess if, you know, they don't give you a colored version of the palette that they're looking at, you just use, you know, common sense, I guess, and just pick light to dark, like we do in a lot of other, you know, color by number books, even where they do give you the suggested color palette in color. It says use the color code at the bottom of each of the 70 color by number pages to slowly fill in the shapes to reveal a full color illustration. Pages are placed in a random, must be order, no depend on their level of difficulty. So you are going to see that there are, as it says, different levels of difficulty. You're going to have smaller shapes and larger shapes. And it does not go from easy to hard in the back. I'm not sure which way I prefer. I almost think I would prefer to have it in order. But I know, you know, there are some of you that like the random. Now this is my other issue. It says full color solutions for the color by number pages are included in the back of the book. I don't have any full color solutions in the back of my book, and that would have been nice. And I know many of you out there have this book already. Let me know down in the comments below if you have the full colored answer key, if you will, in the back of your book, because I don't. All right, so 144 pages. All right, let's take a look. It does show you the different ways that you can do these squares. They're all the squares, some of them smaller, some of them larger. So as we do in our other square coloring books, you can fill them in completely. You can use the dots or full circle as they call it, or the cross stitch X method. Here is your color palette. So like I do for all of my color by number books, where the palette is standard throughout the pages, I match up a particular coloring medium, jot it all down, then I can use it and match it up. The other thing I don't like about this book is they change the order all the time. It is not standard. 0 is white on this particular page, but 0 is cream on one that I completed. 0 is blue on one I completed. Okay, so they are not in a standard order. They change it for every single picture. 8 is not going to be light gray, you know, things like that. So this one, as you can see, is rather large squares. I would say that's like a 5 by 5 millimeter. This one is smaller. This, I would say, is the 3 by 3 like we see in Belva Family and such Deva books. This one's a little bit bigger, but not quite 5 by 5, maybe 4 by 4. Again, larger one, probably like a 5 by 5. So I don't know if they truly are, I'm just guessing, if they're like 3, 4, and 5 millimeter versions. Here's a real small one again. Here's one I completed. I thought it turned out so cute. Number 2 in this case is white. As in all color by number books, I wish they would just leave white empty with no number in, rather than a number, because you can see it so plainly. There's really not a need to number a white square, right? Again, just my suggestion. I colored these pictures with my ZSCM fine liners. Love how it turned out. This is the other one I colored. Not sure why they did the color scheme they did. Number 2 is orange and number 3 is lime green. But again, I think it turned out adorable. And this is the image from the front cover. So now here, it does look yellow and a lime green, I guess. But in the color palette, it does state orange. So again, if they truly meant orange to be like a yellow orange, I wish they would have shown a colorized version of the color palette that they're looking at. So I took it as orange being orange. Cream I did kind of take as being sort of a skin tone color, so that is what I picked. Now, I'm going to show you the other issue that I have with this book. I just happened to turn to this page as my very first picture to color out of this book. And I'm really, really confused. I picked it because it was a small square one, and I wanted to do that for my very first picture. So I just kind of skimmed through, found this picture. Again, I colored it with my ZSCMs. Okay, first issue I have, it's the Beatles. It is not a cartoon character. I'm not sure why it's in here. The other thing is, the whole background is white. They're all zeros. I think that they missed some squares being colored in, because we have some zeros here and also here. The E's were not finished off on top, so these were all left white. Because I could kind of see where they were supposed to be, I completed them. There were a few missing in the S. This one, I did an extra row of X's that shouldn't have been there, but that's okay. So yeah, not sure why the Beatles is in a cartoon book. And again, I don't think it was completed. I don't think these are meant to be zeros. in through here. And again, I think they missed some down here. At first I thought, well, maybe this is supposed to be this way, but I could tell with the letters, a few of the letters, it was definitely missing something. So these empty ones up in here, I am not sure what they're supposed to be. I would assume that these would be the gray, possibly. There's a light gray and a gray in this picture. So yeah, again, if you have this book, look at number 36 and let me know if you have this color palette and if it looks like, because there's two grays in here, there's light gray and gray, if it looks like your book is the Beatles. I don't know. I still love the book, don't get me wrong. I think it is a ton of fun. Overall, I love it. Here is one with really large squares. I would say this is even maybe a 6x6 millimeter. I don't know. This one's like a 5. So again, I'm just guessing at the size. But the vast majority of them are not the small 3x3. The majority of them are at least 4x4 and larger. Matter of fact, I haven't come across another really small square. Now this one is absolutely humongo squares, gigantic. So I think this is one that I would not do the cross method, the cross stitch or the X method in. I would color this one in solid because it's very, very large squares. So I do like the fact that they do number each one. Like I said, when they number the pages or the pictures, it's always nice, especially when you're doing like buddy colors, you know. You don't have to count through the book, especially when it's a larger book like this. You can just say, oh, let's do picture number 23. And also, if they did have the answers in the back of the book, I'm assuming they would have the answers numbered. So like you could see, oh, I really love picture number 25. You could flip right to that particular picture to color it in. So I'm not going to flip through all 77 pages, but as you can see, they are single-sided, so alcohol markers would work great in this book. So there you have it. Again, I do not have an answer key at the back of my book. And yeah, let me know if you guys do. Because I know I have seen this book out on YouTube on a number of channels, so I know it's out there. Here we have finished. Here is our thank you page. You can follow them on Instagram and on Amazon, Bright Ideas Paper on Instagram, Bright Ideas Paper Publishing on Amazon. Again, you can find this book under Jennifer Rowling, but I will be linking it down below in the description if you are interested in it for yourself. We do have a blank sheet at the back if you want to test out your colors to match up a color palette or try any coloring mediums. So there you have it. Again, overall, love, love, love this book. I hope they come out with more books like this. But again, I just have a couple of issues with my version of the book. Again, let me know what your book looks like. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing Bright Ideas Paper Publishing under the name of Jennifer Rowling's newest book. And if you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.